Okay, let's talk about overload. The overload principle is what makes you stronger over time. So in order for you to get stronger, you either have to lift heavier weights or put an extra rep on. Sometimes it's really hard to put an extra rep because on average it's about a 2% increase in the weight. So I'm really big on the concept of train, don't strain. So let's say if you're doing bench presses and you're in an American gym, usually the smallest plates are 2.5 pounds. You had 2 of those, the weight went up 5 pounds. Well, if you're only benching 70 pounds, put 5 pounds on the bar is too much. It will get you out of your rep range. Also, sometimes when you do a set progression like 12, 10, 8, 6, you're supposed to increase the weight between sets, but sometimes that increase in weight is far too large. There's a solution to that. They're called fractional plates. So typically in North American gym, the smallest plate is 2.5 pounds, and in the European gyms or Canadian gyms or Aussie gyms, it's 1.25 kilos. So 2 times 1.25 kilos is really 5.5 pounds. So metric increases are typically 10% higher than imperial increases. On exercise that involve the shoulders and the arms, those jumps are often way too high, especially for females or weak males. So Rogue sells these fractional plates. They come in metric system or in the imperial system. So you could have a 1/4 pound increase or a 0.125 kilo increase. I strongly suggest you get a kit of those, whether it's imperial or metric. Where to get them is here in this book, and it's quite valuable because one of the most important principles to get strong is what they call the Kaizen principle, which is a Japanese word which means constant and never-ending improvement. So you do the math. If you do half a kilo a week increase, that would be about 25 kilos a year. Of course, nobody increases that fast, but the point is that it's much easier to do small jumps than to try to take a big jump. Even one of the world's strongest men in the 50s to the 70s was Doug Hepburn, and he used to look at 2.5 pound plates and stare at them and say, "Oh, you guys are so small, you know, I can put down the weight." But of course, he was bench pressing over 500 pounds, so to him, to put 5 pounds on the bar was a small increment, a 1% increment. But if you are putting 5 pounds on the bar and you can only bench 100, that's a 5% increment, so it's 5 times more. So the key point is, get yourself a set of these fractional plates and you'll make more progress. One of the things that the athletes who come to train in my house love is I can increase the weight 0.1 pound on any exercise in my gym. So it's important that you coax muscle into growth, not force muscle into growth. Thank you for listening.